the NBA here on 2K Sports. It's Tuesday Hoops, and it's next. It'll be LeBron James and the Miami Heat facing off against the Sacramento Kings. And now time to hand things over to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll be back at halftime.
It's a home game for the Heat in this one. The Kings looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here at the Power Balance Pavilion in Sacramento. So glad you can join us for this presentation of 2K Sports in the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. So the opening lineup for the Heat presented by State Farm. Wade and LeBron are the wingmen. Joel Anthony is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Chalmers in at the point guard. And for the Kings, Evans and Thornton in the backcourt. Salmon's out there with Hickson, and it's Cousins in at the 5. Takes it right up. Soft touch off the glass.
Well done, finishing that one off.
There's 1:26 left here in the first quarter.
Well, the big story, of course, a year ago for Miami was the formation of the big three, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. And although it took some time for those three to click, eventually they figured it out.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I caught up with Coach Paul Westphal. He knows they're up against a team that plays best when they're getting to the rim. He told me that their number one concern is going to be sliding over to help on any drives and closing up any lanes to the hoop as quickly as possible. Quick rotation is key, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Get back to what you said about Miami. They struggled out of the gate. They were 9-8, but after a rough November, they kicked it on in December. And Clark, I think really the game that kind of spun around was their first LeBron appearance in Cleveland in early December against the Kings.
Yeah, that was an impressive win. I recall that was almost like an NBA Finals type atmosphere in terms of the media attention and so forth. But in that month, they went 15-1 and really seemed to find their rhythm. And quite honestly, never looked back.
Now, here's Thornton. Salmons, defended by Chalmers. 5 on the clock. Reverses, and it's good on the way.
See how he used the wind to protect the ball perfectly from the defender on that divert.
Wade takes the box. And here's LeBron outside. There's the bucket, good. LeBron's now got 6 points. Here's Evans. Salmons for... Oh, he knocks it in! Beautiful buzzer beater just in time.
And he barely beats the clock with that three.
Steve, that's a great way to end that.
First quarter of play. It's the Heat. They're up by 1.
Yeah, this team is on the same page, no question. They're right where they need to be offensively.
And they're hitting their scores with on-time and on-target passes, too. That's fun to watch.
It's more NBA coming your way. In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Hickson is out there with Green. Then there's Garcia. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Evans in at the point.
Although they thought they might be leaving the arena, the Kings didn't exactly play well at home. I mean, they had a terrible record on their own floor.
The Heat with the lead. LeBron outside. Elbow shot. Bosh misses. We're talking about the Kings. Actually, Steve, the worst home record in the entire league.
Isn't that amazing? When you think back a few years ago, and Sacramento was generally regarded as the toughest venue in the NBA. But times have changed. Sacramento in a downturn. They're trying to turn things around now. One way to do that is to take care of your home floor.
Get the shot. And that misses. That would have put him up.
I'll tell you what, it can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because you just can't find the ring.
Now, defensively, you have to question the effort, but nice play there.
It's the reach-in call. That's his first foul. Some changes for Sacramento. Jason Thompson is checked in for Cousins. Salmons comes in for Dante Green. And it's Thornton in for J.J. Hickson. Then for the Heat, Joel Anthony's checked in for Bosch. Reed comes in for Mike Miller. Eddie House subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Fires from the line. Salmons, no luck. The Heat leading by 3. Shot denied. Even numbers. And it's Evans missing. And will count.
It's been a solid outing from LeBron. He has 8 points and also
A tight one in Sacramento.
Now both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Here's Evans, looking for his first bucket of the game. On the court for the Heat, Chalmers and Wade are the 1 and the 2. LeBron and Bosch are the 3 and the 4. And it's Anthony in at the center, filling out the middle. That drops. Cousins has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Kings. Here's LeBron. 8 points for him.
Well, the West has long been considered the stronger of the two conferences in the NBA. Miami, with its revamped roster, really had no problem beating Western Conference foes last year.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, when LeBron James joined Dwayne Wade in Miami, some were concerned about whether there'd be enough shots to keep Coach happy. What Coach didn't realize is that LeBron has always preferred to be more of a playmaker than primary scorer. He grew up admiring Magic Johnson, and that was the role he wanted. In Miami, with his offensively talented running mates, his great vision and basketball IQ is more valuable than ever, and he can focus on his all-around game rather than carrying an offense.
Always good to spread the load. Thanks, Doris.
I think that enables James to excel defensively.
That's the thing with LeBron. He's one of those do-it-all superstars. Even if he doesn't score every point, he can impact the game in every facet.
The right streak going back to Miami in the West, 20 and 10 against that Western Conference. So that was kind of a rarity.
Yeah, Kevin, and if you compare their numbers against the West versus the East, the Heat had a much easier time putting up points against the Western Conference opponent.
They get it. Goes to the glass on the back shot. LeBron's now got 10 points.
Look at their scoring. Mid-range jumpers account for 6 of their last 10 points.
Well, defensively, they're doing a nice job of keeping them out of the paint, but you got to give them credit for knocking down shots.
And Cousins gets it to go.
A very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
They got a great chance to go ahead and close this game out because their offense is really clicking right now.
James is whistled for reaching in. That's his first foul. Got it off in time. It's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMar.
Here's Wade. They've got Garcia. Thompson is out there with Whiteside. And it's Green. And it's Thornton in at the guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Boy, that's huge. They needed that one.
They're going to move on. Here's Garcia. Knocks it loose. He's guarded by Hassel. Cannot hit. And that's the Heat taking it the other way.
And you're asking a lot out of your team to try to handle that pass. I don't like that decision at all. Didn't take long to get that move.
Yeah, they sure made the team look slow that time.
James. It's rebounded by Thornton.
that time.
On offense, here are the Heat. A trail by 6. Miller outside. And an intentional foul right there. And the Kings will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Whiteside. Nixon comes in for Jason Thompson. Tyreek Evans is checked in for Francisco Garcia. And it's Eugene Jeter in for Dante Green. And then for Miami, Chris Bosh is checked in for Elgauskas. LeBron comes in for Mike Miller. And it's Chalmers in for Eddie House. Sinks the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. 2 for 2, and it's an 8-point ballgame. Here's LeBron.
That's going to do it. I don't think they have enough time to move on. This one's in the book.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And again, it's the Heat missing.
This guy's a good three-point shooter, but that was probably from a little bit too far.
Yeah, not when I would call working to get the best shot either.
Ball's not loose. It's stolen by Wade.
Nice swipe there. You can see his eyes get wide open when he saw the opportunity to take the ball.